W. I'm gonna sing a couple of songs to prepare our environment, to prepare our soul for the Spiritist Talk tonight. So welcome to our meeting. First of all, I'm gonna sing a song called Vibrate. When life lends a hand, it's time to open up your heart. It is time to love one another. It's time to take part. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transforming into songs. Our dreams become reality, and we join Jesus for eternity. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. Vibrate always, loving and serving everyone. When we give our heart in charity, our lives are transforming into songs. Our dreams become reality, and we join Jesus for eternity. Now, song to Mother Zephyrina. Source of love that radiates, warming up our cold nights, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades from down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their hearts, with love in their hearts. My soul never loses hope, because your love always teaches me the solution lies in hard work. The solution lies in hard work. Oh, my Mother Zephyrina, harvest of wonderful blessings, make you small son a good Christian, make you small son a good Christian. Source of love that radiates, warming up our cold nights, support and comfort, support and comfort, cascades from down the mountain, calling the children of earth with love in their hearts, with love in their hearts. My soul never loses hope, because waters offering a harvest of wonderful blessings. Make your small son a good Christian. Make your small son a good Christian. Now I'm gonna sing a song that really calmed me down. If I close my eyes to pray, I heard the sound of the sea far away. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. Body harmonizes, how well done in the hand. Music lifts his spirits in sweet ballet. Nature's love, a constant giveaway. In joy and peace, my heart finds its way. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. If I close my eyes to pray, I heard the sound of the sea far away. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. Body harmonizes, how well done in the hand. Music lifts his spirits in sweet ballet. Nature's love, a constant giveaway. In joy and peace, my heart finds its way. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. If I close my eyes to pray, Jesus cradles me, in his arms I sway. And now I'm gonna sing a song, Good Old Man. It's about our protector, our mentor, Dr. Bezerra de Menezes. Blue crystal eyes, color of the sky, gray bushy beard, Santa's look alike. Shine on your brother's own. Love in Action. Jesus, here I am, my knees on the floor to say thank you, my Lord, for the lives that come through this door. Your love is the key to change the entire world. Using these chains wisely, we will live in peace and harmony. Now I understand, helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see how this transformation, we just have to put love in action. Now I understand, helping others is helping myself. Your words now are so crystal clear. Your teachings have no frontiers. To see all these transformations, we just have to put love in action.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Spiritist Talk. We thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. Before we start, I would like to share a couple of announcements. We ask you to turn off your phone notifications and find a quiet place to stay during this time if possible. Our meeting will have a 30-minute presentation followed by Q&A. Then, after the presentation, we will have a spiritual treatment with passes and magnetized water. So we invite you to set aside a container with your water to be magnetized. Our meeting is being retransmitted today by Continental Conference Americas through their Facebook and also every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time by Kardec Radio through their Facebook and YouTube. For those who want to learn more about Spiritism, Get to Know to Spiritism is a free and online course that happens every Saturday at 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time. New class is started on September 6th, but you still can join. So everyone is invited to join us. Find the registration link in our chat. We offer virtual live gospel at home. Do you know that? So the gospel at home is an effective support for you and your family's spiritual harmony. We will motivate and guide you in establishing and maintaining the gospel at home studies. By posting in the chat, you can request it. So please let us know. You are welcome to include your or someone else's names on the list of positive vibrations for incarnate or discarnate. The person you indicate will be assisted by the good spirits to provide healing energy and strengthen goodwill. Please find the link in our chat. The topic of today's meeting will be Do not judge you so that you yourself might not be judged. Of the Gospel according to Spiritism, chapter 10, Blessed are the merciful, items 9 to 13 and 19 to 21st, and will be facilitated by our brother Rod from Ottawa. Everyone is welcome to write comments and questions in the chat, and they will be addressed at the end of the talk. Now, we would like to invite our tonight's speaker, who will also do our opening prayer. Welcome, Rod.
Hello, Marceli. How are you?
I'm doing great, my friend. How about you?
Really good. Always good to see you. Thank you.
Same. And we are very happy to have you here. So I'll let you here and I'll come later, okay?
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Bye.
So let's start with the opening prayer, as Marcel announced. So let's close our eyes, mentalizing the image of Jesus, our Master, and being thankful for the opportunity of being connected today, understanding and learning a little bit about his teachings. And this is a special night because we will all see about not judging, not condemning, but going through his teachings to learn and be inspired to forgive, to lift up, to change our minds and see ourselves first for the judgment, understanding we are here to transform, to improve ourselves, to spread his words and uplift our brothers and sisters wherever you are, in our home, in our work, on the streets, trying to see beyond the condemnation that we judge, but to be merciful, humble, as he was. So, Divine Master, we ask your inspirations for this moment of talk, but through the week, through the year, helping us not only to do the right thing, but to act on that. So we ask your blessings today and always. So be it. Okay, so let's just share. Okay, perfect. So I'll be talking about the gospel according to Spiritism. As Marcel already said, chapter 10, items 9 to 13th, 19th to 21st, which will be a compendium of teachings from Jesus under the topic of do not judge, so that you yourself might not be judged. And on that beginning of the conversation, we can explore the very important aspect of his teachings when he brings to the table, to the conversation, the need of indulgence. So we all need that. And he set the understanding of that. When we judge someone, we need to understand if you want to be judged in the same level. So indulgence teach us that we must not judge others more severely than we would judge ourselves. So how we judge ourselves, how we see ourselves, is the first step of understanding how we will see and judge others. But obviously he goes beyond that. But we know Jesus brought us the law of love. So all his teachings are connected to that, the love that he's spreading through his word. So he reminds us that the measure we use for others will be used for us. So the way we are judging others will be the way we will be judged. So we should understand the indulgence as an act of love and understanding. We cannot demand perfection in others when we still walk the same road of growth. Are we perfect enough? So we are, which level of perfection we are as we start asking others to be perfect in many aspects. So we need to understand that indulgence is a duty, for there is no one who does not need indulgence in return. In other words, we are not perfect. We are in the evolutionary path, and I can tell you, I'm very close to the beginning, right? So I'm not allowed to judge others if I myself am doing a lot of mistakes per se. So we need to. So Jesus is inviting us to know ourselves. I need to know myself. I need to know my level of perfection. I need to know my level of self-understanding. So then I may be able to judge others because I can compare. Obviously, we need to apply indulgence, so our judgment should follow his teachings, as we will see. So one of the very, very rich moments of those items under the chapter 10 is, as one of the greatest teachings from Jesus, is once someone brings to his knowledge a woman who just was caught in adultery. So the accuser explained to Jesus about the law of Moses that was ordering them to stone those kind of sins, right? But before doing anything, they asked Jesus, because they won't force him to know his opinion about it, because then they will also condemn him later, right? It was a tricky question at that time. So what then is your opinion? They asked Jesus. And then he brought one of the, so we know, right? All his talks was perfect. So amazing. Everything that when he was reflecting about that question, and he brought one of the most fantastic answers, saying, "Let him among you who is without sin cast the first stone." So he brought the knowledge of, okay, if you feel you have no sin at all, go ahead, cast the stone. So he raised a thought that make impossible for anyone there, and maybe even today, any of us can cast any stone at all, because we are full of sins. We have a lot of moral difficulties still, right? So we are not able to condemn anyone. And we can translate the stone to our words, knowing that words sometimes are even harder than a stone, right? So we should keep that in mind. I'm able to condemn anyone, to throw a word to someone. And Jesus talked to the lady after, saying, nobody condemn you, and also I will not. So, and he advised her, saying, so go, follow, live your life, and don't make a sin again. So don't make the same mistake again. So that's an invitation for us to understand his teachings about nobody should be able to condemn anyone, but everybody should act on his own problems to change. He didn't condemn, so he could stone, right, her, because is still, right, the perfect example, so a perfect person. But he didn't say anything, just say, don't do that again. So change yourself, know yourself for a transformation. And that's something he's telling us in this right moment. How can we change ourselves for an improved person, to avoid us to keep doing the same mistakes as in many cases we continue as an habit, or a bad habit per se. So the authority to condemn is a result of the moral authority of the one who does the condemning. And again, I'm not sure about you, but I know I don't feel I have any level of moral authority to condemn others, because again, I have a lot to condemn on myself. And if I'm able to see my mistakes and continue, so forgive myself for what I'm doing, trying to improve, who am I to condemn others, as we are all in the same path? We know God created us perfect in potential. So we will be reaching the perfection at some level of our life, probably in a couple of millions of years from now, at least with me. But we are all in the same process, in different levels, in different moments. So if you may feel we are in a higher level than others, we know that we made the same mistakes before. Sorry. So the authority is not about superiority. It comes, for example, we guide others best when our lives reflect what we teach. So if you wanted someone to change something on their life, their acting, change yourself first. Work with your own needs of transition and improvements. So then you can start not condemning, but showing examples for others that they can follow, right? As Jesus was that, so Jesus was always showing us through his life, through his acting, through his words, examples that we still learning as we are doing this night. So Jesus could not have prohibited the condemnation of what is evil, since he himself did so, and on no uncertain terms. So Jesus was very clear on his teachings about doing right, about acting with love, about forgiving. Just a couple of many examples that he was teaching us. But we need to develop, as he also did, the moral authority to set the level of condemning, right? So we have to have enough capacity and authority on our own life to pointing others a possibilities of changing. And it's not only about doing that. We need to differentiate. So condemning evil acts is not the same as condemning people. And that's important because we are not about to condemning a person. We are allowed to point opportunities of improving. So we uplift people, helping them to improve themselves as we are in the same. And also that's important because we should open our hearts to receive those feedbacks internally from our friends, our family, in our work, and understand, okay, that's a gift that I can use to improve myself. That person is giving me an opportunity to develop myself. True moral authority comes from the example of good we practice. So that's the real authority. What we are doing, what we are saying, what we are thinking. So that's the analogy. We need to do it beyond the exterior appearance. Right? So what is in our heart? Correction is only valid when it comes from love, not pride. And that's a good thing for us to think ourselves in daily basis. When we are inspired or want to say something to someone about a change that we are expecting, or a change that we think should be on that person's attitude, we should ask ourselves first, this is coming from love? So I want that person to improve herself because I'm concerned about her with true love, or it's just a pride. So I just want to show how better I think I am, or so we have to evaluate our level of self-understanding of acting, and then ask ourselves if we are doing good for that person, or just act of pride. So God values the heart's intention more than appearance or words. So God knows our heart. God knows what is within our way of doing things, much more than our beautiful way to present ourselves or to speak. So that's something we also need to understand. Sometimes we're trying to hide ourselves from that acting because we are more about the appearance than the true in our heart. So that's something we need to understand also. If you are about express our opinion to judge or to guide. So that's something very different. Self-knowledge is therefore the key to individual improvement. We know that about the self-enlightenment, which is a rich process that spiritists bring to us. We have to know ourselves. So we are not here as an incarnated beings to live our life without any constraints, that's enjoy life only. No, we are here to enjoy life for sure, to enjoy our family, but to learn about ourselves and act to transform ourselves, to improvement that we must follow. We know the formula. Jesus' gospel is a perfect formula for this improvement, but we need to know ourselves to apply that knowledge, right? Look at others not as a mirrors of judgment, but as a mirrors of awareness. So we are allowed to know ourselves, we are allowed to know others. But those vices or moral defects that we see in others, before judging them, we should look to ourselves and see if we're not doing the same. So we can learn from others' mistakes, help ours change, and then spread that change to the others, if they are open to learn. Self-knowledge is therefore the key of individual improvement, but you will ask, how do we judge ourselves. Yes. So in many cases, we do high level of judgment from others, very low level for ourselves. So we forgive ourselves all the time. Oh, I understand I'm doing that wrong, but that's just the moment. I fail, but that's fine. So normally we are very complacent with ourselves and very hard with others. And here is the invitation to first judge ourselves, understanding we are human in an evolutionary process, so we are far away from being perfect in many cases. So we need to also be forgive of ourselves, understanding, but not just avoid that. So we need to learn from it and trying to change. So I may not change today, I may not change tomorrow, but if I keep applying on my life the tries of changing, I will get there at some point. So if you would blame it in another, it cannot be any more legitimate for you, for God does not use two measures of justice. So if and we know that we are all in the same evolutionary process, we all deal with the consequences that we have built for ourselves through not only this life, but for past lives as well. And if you want a bright future, we have to start changing ourselves today. So that will resonate in our presence and in our future. But if you want to judge someone, judge yourself in the same level. Also, seek to know what others think about you and do not neglect the opinion of your enemies. Why that's so important? Because your enemies, they don't have any reasons to be complacent with you. So they will apply that they will be hard in many cases, but there will be some truth there that you can observe. Obviously, if you know yourself, if someone comes to you tomorrow and say amazing things about you, you may say, okay, thank you, but I'm not that good, right? I know myself, so I know. So you're exaggerating a little bit. I know I'm not that good, so I'm a person. I'm a normal person. I'm learning, so I have mistakes. So we will bring that super higher comments to a more regular one. Say, okay, let's keep that. And the same thing with the opposite. So if someone comes and say really bad things about you, you will say, no, I know me. I know I'm not perfect, but I'm not that person. So your knowledge about yourself, you keep a more realistic approach for higher and low comments. But listen to your enemy, so that person who you know doesn't like you, because you'll be find maybe more truth on those comments than a friend. Because we know, like, as a friend, sometimes we're trying to always uplift someone, so we surpassed some feedback that we should make, but our enemy, normally they will be completely, sometimes they will exaggerate, but they will completely clean about it. And frequently God places then besides you as a mirror in order to warn you more frankly than a friend would. So keeping your ears and your heart open for negative feedbacks and trying to learn. Remember, you'd have to know yourself to put that in the right place, but it's always a good opportunity. Nowadays, there is a lot of judgment coming from internet, from social media. Our acting is being watched. We are also watching the other ones. And that can affect the way we see ourselves, also the way we judge ourselves. So that's important, because, that's also part of the importance of knowing yourself, because those medias, they have a bright side of communicating and connecting, but they also can be very harsh on creating a very judgmental atmosphere and that not resonates well, because put a lot of pressure on people when they see others 100% happy or well succeeded. And we know life is not like this. Again, when we know ourselves, we know, okay, I'm a happy person. I trying to keep everything in line, my profession, my family, my education, etc. But we know we are not happy all the time. We face challenges in many ways. Our healthy, our state of health can we can have difficult sometimes. Our family. So we are here to learn. We are here to develop patience, humbleness, understanding each other, love each other. All that is coming through the challenge we face. They are amazing, because those challenges will give us the step that we will accomplish through the ladder of this evolutionary process. So we need to be aware about that, because that can hurt us and can mislead the knowledge of reality, right? So on the item 19th, there is a question. Since no one is perfect, does it follow that no one has the right to reprehend one's neighbor? And the spirits explain to Kardec that we can reprehend our neighbors as we can reprehend ourselves, because we are in this path of evolution. So we have to help each other to improve, right? Depends on the intention that we do what we do. Sometimes if you do it with love, with care, it's fine, because we'll be helping that person. If you are doing it with harsh, if you are depends on our intention to subject that person, we are not following the right approach. And then on the 20th comes, would it be reprehensible to observe others' imperfections when it does not result in a benefit from them, and when one does not devote them? Yes. So we say yes, because you can learn from it. Again, we will see others' imperfections, and normally it's a mirror for our own imperfections. It's very easy to see others' imperfections when we are seeing those that we have. So observe can be an opportunity of learning. And you should ask yourself, okay, I'm seeing that imperfection. Does I have the same imperfection? How I'm working with that? So you don't need to say anyone. You need to say yourself, how can I improve me if I have the same imperfection? So, and if I don't have it, I may be open and I can help my friend, my family through the process of improvement. Are there cases in which it's useful to disclose someone else's evil, like the acting? And the spirits explain, if that evil acting is only harming a person herself, you need to be cautious on that. So why you will disclose if nobody is being affected? So there is no reason to disclose that evil. It's obviously you can act, if you can act positively, helping that person, you don't need to disclose, but you can address her or him and say, okay, that's happening. Can I help you? So can I give you support, etc.? On the other hand, if that evil acting is causing problems to others, then the spirit says, okay, under this evaluation, you should think under the goodwill for the community. So the good for more people will surpass the preventing for that only person. So you should disclose an evil if that evil is causing harm to like more people, 2, 3, 10. So that's a balance that you have to think. But remember, the acting of disclosing must come from a heart, a positive heart of acting, not by pride or just to condemn someone. So think about it. But the Spirits explain, if you are able to help others, yeah, you should disclose. So there is an antidote to all those judgments, yes. And as we know, the law of love from Jesus and being grateful. So gratitude is something that can help us not only understanding our position. So when we start judging others, we should first be grateful for our life, for our difficulties, and then spread the knowledge of seeing good. So when we see the life with open heart, with gratitude, we start seeing goodness and not faults. We celebrate the present moment, which is very important. Again, we absolutely are in a process, in an evolutionary process. We know we are infinite beings as a spiritual being. So we have our incarnated life that we will end at some point as an amazing opportunity for us to evolve faster. But our life will continue as we are spirit beings. But that does not mean we should not celebrate this moment. We should celebrate with our hearts all that we conquest from the good, from the transformation that we are doing. We know we are not perfect beings, but we should understand our present moment, because that's what we have. And the present moment is an opportunity for a future change. So feel more joy, peace, and connection, real connection. And then we brought this. We should love our neighbor as ourselves. Remember, Jesus was explaining that we will be judged the way we judge, but we also can love others the way we love ourselves. So our acting is a measurement that we should think about it. I want to be loved. I want to be I want the understanding of my acting to help among my peers and friends. I also need to give the same. And I like to remember that we build through many religions, and as the spirit of Emmanuel was explaining, build castles or palaces to please Jesus. So we transform religion in material acts, forgetting that Jesus itself didn't have a stone to lay his head. So he was a very simple person, a very humble person. And that should come to our mind every time we judge others, because we should learn from his simplicity, the life that we live in, to understand our possessions, our attachments, the moral level that we think we have when we condemn others. Remember ourselves, we should seek simplicity and love. So I want to end my talk with this very well-known quote from Chico Xavier, saying that Jesus Christ did not ask much from us. He did not demand that people climb Mount Everest or make great sacrifice. He just asked that we love one another. So love is the base of his teachings. The comprehension, not judge, understanding each other, being helpful, being simple, being humble. So that's something we should hold as a thought. I always say that it's like a joke saying, okay, maybe it's easier to climb the Mount Everest than love one another, right? So we should keep that in mind. But that should be the guidance of acting and thinking. So how can I tomorrow or even now include the love thinking on my way of acting? It's not only for the others, but also for myself, as in many cases, we need to forgive our acting, to act in this transformation. So let's learn from these amazing teachings from the gospel and not judge. And if judging, judge ourselves first and always with love in mind. So that can be a transformation in our lives. So I want to thank you for the opportunity. And I'm open for any comments you may have.
Hey, Rod. Hi again. Thank you so much for your presentation. Beautiful presentation, reflection. Actually, we don't have any questions, but I put a comment like about your talk, and let me put here, and we can like maybe reflect on this because
Sure.
I said like these reflections, it's so important because it is so hard not judging someone else's action. It is so hard when we catch ourselves like and we are doing without like even notice that we are doing sometimes, right?
Exactly.
So we must work hard on it, right, in order to evolve ourselves sooner. Because as you said, like your last slides, you brought like what Chico Xavier said, like the only thing that Jesus asked us was to love one another. If you will love, we are not gonna judge anyone, right?
No.
So maybe we need to learn more about love.
And Marcel, to your point, this sentence from Chico Xavier, it's so actual, right? When we see the world that we are living in right now in 2025, the need of love one another, it's huge, right? So it's so important because yes, the internet, the social media, we can connect, we can share. It's amazing, but at the same time, the need of love, understanding, not judging, it's preeminent, right? So it's very actual, this knowledge. And to your point, we normally we do it without even not noticing, right? When you are judging others. So when we start thinking about it in the self-knowledge, as we know, is so important, that is the beginning of transformation.
Yeah.
Because, so tomorrow I'll be judging people, but if I stop, say, okay, what I'm doing, right? So if I think,
like when
even
we
later,
yeah,
normally later, right? I judge, then I start thinking. But if you have that thoughts often, so that's the beginning of a transformation. Maybe in the future,
yeah,
a couple of million years from now, we can
maybe another life. But if we start,
yeah, but it's an opportunity for us. Every judgment we do is an opportunity for us to stop doing. So
yeah,
let's work on that.
That's great. That's amazing. Thank you so much once again. Okay. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Okay. So we thank everyone for the participation in the chat as well. So now we will move to the preparation for our tonight's spiritual care. So PAS is the transfusion of a spiritual energy with the goal of assisting our physical, emotional, and mental balance. Passes help us to restore a state of harmony and peace by replacing negative energy with health and positive energy. In order to receive the best benefits from passes, please follow the audio instructions or remain in prayer. You may close your eyes to help with mentalization. During the pass, the water you set aside, we will also observe all the spiritual energy that you and your family can benefit from. We will now make our prayer in preparation for our spiritual care, which will be our closing prayer as well. So I invite everyone to close your eyes if you wish and feel comfortable. Let's elevate our thoughts and think in God, and let's thank God for the opportunity to be here. Let's thank all the good spirits for all the protections, for all the inspiration, for all the things that they have done to us, like protecting us from the evil, from all the bad things. Thank God for your love, for your mercy, for your care. We ask the good spirits to help everyone who is watching this talk today or in another day. We ask the good spirits to protect everyone in our inner necessities, the ones that only God and only us know. So let's ask God to protect and help all the names who are on the vibration list, and may everyone, incarnate or discarnate, can be benefit from this spiritual care as well. Please, God, help us in our bad habits and help us stop judging someone else's actions. Help us learning how to love as Jesus loved all of us. We also ask you to protect this week, our family, our friends, and everyone in this planet. And we thank once again for everything you have done. And we ask you to stay with us today and always. So be it.
Let's get ready for the pass and water fluidification. Please get a container with clean water to be fluidified. Brothers and sisters, it does not matter where you are, what type of hardships you are going through. Jesus is always ready to come and help us. Place yourself in a comfortable position which can make it easy for you to reach concentration and receptiveness. Breathe slowly and easily. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Fill up your lungs with air and let it out very slowly. Let tranquility and peace energies penetrate your lungs and move throughout your body. Your soul in harmony with your body feels easy and in peace. Let's imagine Jesus' passage. A clear day, the sun's golden rays illuminate the happy passage in Capharnaum. A lot of white houses, multicolored vines, and hopping birds fill the landscape with optimism. The news about cures attracted the crowd in need. Suddenly, Jesus appears slim and handsome. His tunic was hanging down to his feet. At sunset, all those with sick people hit by several illnesses would bring them, and as he placed his hands over each one, he would heal them. This is what Luke the evangelist says. Let's imagine Jesus approaching you. He holds his friendly hands over our head. Notice that from his generous hands, a waterfall with clear and pure water originated from his love come to bathe you. It flows on your head, goes down your shoulders, bathe all your being, and brings you peace, serenity, and balance. They remove all impurities and pacify you. Feel the water bathing you, cleaning. Breathe. Now, imagine Jesus as a sun before you. His light, his warmth surrounds you. Feel the healing energy that comes from Jesus towards you. He hears your prayers. Trust him. His love is endless and it follows you and protects you. It provides you with everything you need. Have faith. Absorb the healing energy from Jesus. His light surrounds you. Feel the energy going through all your body. Feel stronger and in peace. Lord Jesus, our divine friend, reach out your generous hands, Lord, and change this water into medicine for our physical and spiritual illnesses. Protect us, Jesus, with your peace. Spread those vibrations of love throughout my home, Lord. May peace, health, and tranquility reign here. We are very grateful to you, Jesus. Stay with us today and forever. Thank God. Please remember to use the fluidified water.
So thank you for joining us tonight. We will be back next Tuesday here on Spiritism Canada and Continental Concafres Americas at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and next Saturday on Kardec Radio at 8 p.m. And don't forget to follow Spiritism Canada on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and the Spiritist group Path of Light on Facebook as well. Have a good night and thank you. See you next week.
Jesus Christ, let us preach the peace, let us preach the love, and this world already wonderful will be much more. Get up, look at the sky, in the earth where the flowers bloom with sunshine. Let's hold our hands and be together on this road. Then we take peace and love and spread it to the world.